Why do I sew with a speedy stitcher? It keeps me calm when I do it. I can have something to focus on. So there's certain goals I'm thinking about as I'm stitching something together, and it feels good to have that feeling of accomplishment, where I envision an idea of something like such as this bag, or even this iPad bag, and start putting it together. It's a step-by-step process where I take it one stitch at a time, and just as I'm working, I can just think about what I'm going to put together, and if it's a long time to stitch, I'll just kind of think of other things. If I have a long piece of fabric to go, but that repetitive motion with the hands, keeping my hands busy, is important, and that's what stitching with the speedy stitcher helps a lot. I've heard somebody say that idle hands are the devil's workshop. Well, this prevents that idle hands, and in even the smallest, most basic ways you can keep your hands busy. This is one of the cheapest ways. I kind of look at this as almost a thread pen, a pen thread or something, because in a way you are drawing with this. There's ways of doing embroidery. I could sew words on this, but all I'm doing is stitching fabric together. It's pretty basic. I'm like a human machine. I'm like a sewing machine, a human sewing machine, because that's exactly what this is designed for. It's a machine that goes up and down. You just control the speed with your foot. I don't find the sewing machine so calming. But yeah, instead of sewing like this is uncomfortable. I'm unable to sew like this. I have to turn it up and then use my crochet hook for the thread and thread it through. I'm still using the machine needle and stuff, just in a different way, using human power, and that makes it easier to do like spot on types of work. But as I'm working, it feels kind of good to just be working on something. Sometimes I'll sew pieces together that just don't even need to be sewed together. Sometimes I'll just put together ideas that just ended up bad. It didn't work, and I had to throw it away or something. But I do it just because I enjoy the process of sewing and the curiosity too. I wanna see, I wanna feel what the end product is like, and I'm thinking of that. Sometimes it's hard to imagine what uses I could make of something I put together until after it's complete. And it's fun thinking about it as I'm putting the idea together. So this really is a nice pathway, a nice tool to bring alive other ideas. And I've put quite a few things together. I think you could practically lump them up into winter gear, bags, and exercise equipment as the three main things. But I've done a wide range of sewing jobs, from very thick, which is what this is designed for. This needle is only for fabric. I have the leather sewing needle inside here, but as thick as leather and as thin as ripstop for this magnet necklace, where I just kind of followed the line and put that together. But it's been a lot of fun using this. I tried the traditional needle, didn't care for that. This one is you're just being an artist, putting stitchings together.